Before we get into today's edition of Just the Truth, let me tell you about the latest special from Mike Lindell at MyPillow. The standard MyPillow, normally $49.98 for a limited time only, just $14.88 with promo code Joey. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the radio listener specials, and see all the specials. There's a limited quantity of just 10 at this special price. That's $14.88 with promo code Joey. Thanks for joining me in the PhD Weight Loss Studio. To lose weight for the last time, visit myphdweightloss.com. Welcome in, and Happy New Year to you. A happy 2025, and folks, it is going to be a great year. It's going to start on January the 20th as President Donald Trump resumes the Oval Office, and we're going to have an exciting year, and we're going to do it together. Hope you'll keep it right here on Just the Truth as we'll start with the inauguration. Peg and I will be there. We're looking forward to the South Carolina inaugural ball. We're going to be headed over to Charlie Kirk's Turning Point ball as well. And, of course, the big day on Monday, January the 20th, when we'll be there to watch President Donald Trump be sworn in to a second term in office. It's going to be a fun year. I look forward to sharing that with you. Of course, New Year's is a time that we talk about the things that we did wrong in the previous year and the things we're going to do better and do right in the coming year. Lots of New Year's resolutions. Do you make them? Do you break them? Pew Research did a complete story or study on people who make resolutions, what they're typically about, and how many actually are able to keep those resolutions. Of course, one of the most popular resolutions is to lose weight, to get healthy, lose weight. I had a chance to catch up with Dr. Ashley Lucas, the founder of PhD Weight Loss, who helped me, it'll be 5 years this summer, helped me lose over 30 pounds, and I've been able to maintain that weight for these 5 years now, and it's a great program. Go to myphdweightloss.com to get the details. If this is the year that you're going to get healthy, this is the year that you're going to lose weight and lose it in such a way that you can keep it off, then go to myphdweightloss.com and listen to what Dr. Ashley Lucas has to say. And believe me, and I can tell you firsthand, it's not so restrictive. You can still have your chocolate. I'm a chocoholic. You can still go to your holiday parties. I went to one last night to bring the new year in. But you can do it in a responsible way to where you don't gain that weight back. How many times have you lost the weight only to gain it back? Well, you're not going to do it this year, I promise you. And, of course, there are a lot of other resolutions, too. Most people never keep them, but hey, it's fun to talk about them. So let's start with Dr. Ashley Lucas. Dr. Ashley Lucas has more than 15 years of education in nutrition and metabolism. She holds a PhD in sports nutrition and chronic disease and is a licensed registered dietitian. Dr. Lucas is the author of the #1 Amazon bestseller, 5 Steps to Reset the Scale, and I'm happy to welcome to the show the founder of PhD Weight Loss, Dr. Ashley Lucas. Welcome. How are you?
Hi, Joey. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
The holidays are always a hard time for some people. We spend time with families, lots of holiday parties. So for many, weight gain is part of the holidays. What's your advice to people who step on the scales in the new year and find themselves 5-10 pounds heavier?
Sure. Well, you're exactly right, Joey. About 90% of Americans actually put on weight over the holidays, which is wild to think about, isn't it? So if you're listening to this and you put on some weight over the holidays, know that you are not alone, but that you can create change, and it doesn't have to be hard. We see a lot of people come into PhD weight loss after the holidays, and they're just ready to commit. They're at threshold. They've decided that they don't want to go another year and put on the weight because, just 1 pound of extra fat mass on our frame, say in our belly, is about 8 pounds of extra force pushing through the foot and the ankle. It's about 5 pounds of force pulling off the spine. So if you have sleep apnea, it's going to make that worse or even be the cause of it. It's going to increase pain through the joints and all of these things. So I guess if you have put on weight through the holidays, it's you're not alone. I really don't think it's actually your fault. It's all driven hormonally by us just being in a state of fat storage. And it can be very simple to take the weight off pretty darn quickly.
Well, I like the sound of that because I like simple. Of course, losing that weight is at the top of a lot of people's New Year's resolutions, but it's one of the hardest resolutions to keep. People year after year will say, okay, this is the year that I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to get healthy. So talk with us about how we keep that resolution, we do lose the weight, and we get healthy.
Yeah, the majority of people stop their New Year's resolution in the middle of February, as quick as 6 weeks into it. Some only 3 weeks are able to stay to their New Year's resolution. So, really what we want to see is support and accountability. So we know that, for example, if you write down the food that you're eating throughout the day, you're going to have a 50% increased chance of succeeding in your weight loss journey. So just think about that. Just writing down what you're eating makes such a big difference. Think about what the difference would be in your journey if you had a support person by you. This could be a friend, it could be a family member, it could be someone outside of your family, say like PhD Weight Loss or some other kind of support program. But really, we think that we should drop weight on our own. We feel like we should be able to do it. We just need to eat less and move more is what we're told. We just need to eat everything in moderation. But man, that is not the case. The majority of people need support and accountability. And when we think we should do it on our own, it just increases our general level of stress. This increases our stress hormones, and it makes the process even harder. So I would say the number one thing is to get that support person, get some kind of accountability, maybe track your food or track the movement that you do during the day so that you can hold yourself accountable and see that success.
On our guest line today, Dr. Ashley Lucas, founder of PhD Weight Loss. You can find out additional information at their website, myphdweightloss.com, myphdweightloss.com, or call 864-644-1900. And Dr. Lucas, that was one of the best parts of PhD for me, was my relationship with my coach. As you know, I lost over 30 pounds. It's been over 4 years ago now, and I've been able to maintain that. But I love the idea that I had that person, that support there. Even though Peg and I, over the years, we'd tried doing this together and all, but having a third party, our PhD coach there with us, that really made a difference.
It is a big difference. We look to hiring coaches for all aspects of our lives. We'll hire a personal trainer. If we own a business, we might, hire a business coach. If we are in a sport, we work with a lot of people who like to golf. And I hear them all the time, talking about their trainer, their coach, helping them on their golf swing. We always do this, but when we look at it from a weight loss perspective, we have guilt around it. We have shame, again, because we think we should be able to do this on our own. We think it's just about restricting calories and moving more. But I'll tell you, our body is much more complicated than a simple in and out equation. Our body is not run by calorie sensors. And it is really helpful to have a coach on the outside being able to look in, because it takes away the emotion. If we're doing this on our own, we have so much emotion tied to it. We need someone to tell us the truth, sometimes the hard truth, but our coaches are super compassionate, and everybody loves our coaches because they are just the best.
Yes, they do.
But just like having a coach help you with your golf swing, it's just maybe a shift of a millimeter in your elbow. And that will make all the difference. Sometimes it's unbelievable. We have people come in and they say, oh my gosh, I eat so healthy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And maybe it's one small shift. And after that, the weight just starts to release. So, yeah, if you are doubting and feeling shame or guilt around having someone help you, I will tell you that weight loss is complicated. For a lot of people, it's an addiction recovery process, and we just need support, someone looking from the outside who's compassionate but will tell you the truth, and maybe just shift what you're eating by a millimeter to see that great success you've been waiting for.
Yeah, well, in my case, and I've told you this before, I'm a chocoholic. I love chocolate, and but I got through that. My PhD coach helped me realize that I can still have some chocolate along the way, but I just have to control it. All right, one of the big fads these days, of course, is, and I consider it a shortcut, and that's some of the shots and some of the various pharmaceutical options out there. What do you say to people who may be considering taking something like that versus what you guys do, which is all natural?
Yeah, well, I have compassion for anyone who's going through the process of dropping weight. And I feel like a lot of people who are taking these injections just feel like it might be their last hope because they have tried so many things in the past with no success, right? Like they feel like there is no hope and this is it. And I'm just here to share with you, if you feel this way, that is not the case. And it's likely the methods that were used or many other aspects associated with perhaps addiction recovery aspects or just, dropping a lot of muscle in the process or just focusing on what and when to eat and not the mindset around it. So many different aspects as to why we've failed. So there are ways to drop weight in such a successful way. We've had clients, over 10,000 clients with PhD weight loss, and we've helped them drop over 366,000 pounds collectively with no medications, no injections, no supplements. Like you can do this by just manipulating your food and get off of all medications. A lot of our clients come to us because they want to get off medications, not but put on a lifelong injection or medication like Ozempic or Wegovy or Mounjaro, whatever that might be, but they get off of all of them, and you do have the power within yourself. Your body will work the way that it's supposed to. We've just not been told how to do that. So when you learn the how and you have the support system behind you, you look at the mental and emotional, the habit behaviors as well, then oh my gosh, you can drop all of this weight just as quick. You won't have food noise. You won't have the food chatter. You will not be hungry. It feels so good and completely powerful, empowered within yourself because you won't be dependent on any kind of medication.
Yeah, and it will just change your life. I'm just so proud of all the people that you guys have been able to help. In my case, of course, I lost weight, got healthier. But just as I've talked about the program over the last 4 years or so, I've had people come up and tell me their stories. And I've had people that I went to high school with, which has been a number of years ago, who told me this changed my life. I lost 125 pounds, and I feel so much better. I'm off of medications, and boy, that's just a great feeling to have, to know that we've been able to help people like that. Again, go to myphdweightloss.com or call 864-644-1900 if you're ready to make a change and get healthy in this coming new year. Your comments are welcome on the Firmin Ford text line, 864-477-JOEY. That's 864-477-5639. Email's always welcome, joey@joeyhudson.com. Continuing today's show, hope you had a great weekend and you're looking forward to, with holidays like Christmas in the middle of the week and now New Year's Day in the middle of the week, it just really kind of makes the week different, doesn't it? But it's that time of the year. New Year's resolutions. Do you make resolutions? Are you one to write down things that you want to do differently in the coming year? And do you keep them? A Pew Research study, which asked people questions as part of a larger study, found that 3 in 10 Americans report making at least one resolution every year, with half of this group making more than one, according to Pew. Nearly a month into the new year, the survey also finds that most people who made the resolutions have stuck with them, although 13% say they did not keep any of them. Here are some of the key facts about Americans and how we make New Year's resolutions and why we make them, based on the survey of American adults. Pew Research Center included questions about New Year's resolutions as part of a large survey. They surveyed 5,140 adults, asking them questions about how they plan for a new year. Here's some of the findings. Nearly half, 49% of adults ages 18 to 29, say that they made at least one resolution, by far the largest share of any age group. And that's interesting to me, that the younger people do that. I would have thought that it would have been the more middle-aged, those who are kind of in the prime of their careers. The older people, I get that, because I'm one of them. About a third, 31% of those aged 30 to 49, say that they made a resolution, while only about a fifth, 21% of those adults 50 and older have done so. So I fall in that category, the 50 and older. There are only modest differences, according to Pew, in who makes resolutions by, if you break it down by race, by gender, and even by partisanship, by what political party they're part of. Across all age groups, though, sizable majorities of those who make resolutions say that their goals focus on health, exercise, or diet. Now, how many times have you done that? How many times have you made a resolution that you're going to lose weight? And this is the year. You're 20, 30 pounds heavier. This is the year you're going to lose weight. Well, I did do that almost, this will be 5 years ago, when I decided to do the PhD weight loss program. And I was able to lose 30 pounds, and I've been able to maintain that weight for it to be 5 years this July. So it can be done. Unfortunately, most people who make the resolution to lose weight don't always keep that resolution. Here's some other findings. Overall, 79%, according to Pew, say that their resolutions concern health. This is 79% overall. Smaller but still sizable shares, Pew says, make resolutions about money or finances, 61%. Have you done that? Maybe you make a resolution that this is the year you're going to get a better job. You're going to really search for that better paying job. Or maybe you're going to continue your education. You're going to get an advanced degree or a certificate or something that will allow you to start looking for that better paying job. 57% people say that they're going to work on their personal relationships, whether that be with their spouse, with their family, with their kids, and maybe with just their friends, and maybe their parents, their siblings. 55% make resolutions involving their hobbies or their personal interests. And then 49% make resolutions based on their work and their career. Younger Americans, according to Pew, are more likely than older Americans to make resolutions about each of these topics, apart from the health. Health, losing weight, getting healthy, that seems to be across the board among all age groups, because we all have that in common. We all want to be healthy. We all, if we have added a few pounds over the holidays, which a lot of people do, then that's one of the more natural resolutions is, okay, I started gaining weight at Thanksgiving. I continued during Christmas. Now I've got to take it off. And that's my New Year's resolution. I'm going to lose that 10 pounds I just gained. Younger Americans, especially, of course, make resolutions about their work, about their career, and that makes sense. 65% of those under the age of 30 who made resolutions say that they made one related to their work or career. This is by far the largest share of any age group, according to Pew. But that makes sense. You're in that age group, and you're thinking about your career. You're thinking about, well, I'm not exactly happy with this job, and I'm young enough to make a change. As you get older, you kind of feel like you can't make a change, that you're stuck where you are, and you just want to retire. You just want to finish the job that you're doing and get to retirement, right? Less than a month into the new year, according to Pew, a large majority of those who made the resolutions, 87%, say they have kept at least some of them, which that's higher than I thought it would be. I thought that probably within a month that a larger percentage would have already given up, because that seems to be the case with dieting. Pew says about 6 in 10 adults who made at least one resolution say they kept all of them so far. This is 1 month in, while 28% say that they kept some of them, and then another 13% say they kept none of them. Again, I would have thought that would have been higher. So I guess people are better at making and keeping resolutions than I thought. Many Americans just don't like making resolutions at all. Of the 70% of Americans who did not make a New Year's resolution, a majority, 56% say that their main reason for not doing so is simply they don't like to make them. They can't keep them. They know they're not going to keep them, so why make them? About 1 in 10, 12% of those who did not make a resolution say they break them so easily they just don't even try. They give up before they even get started. Nearly as many, 9%, said that they couldn't think of a resolution to make. 6% said they forgot to make one this year. Another 17% say that they have another reason for making no resolution, but it's none of our business. They don't want us to know. They don't care. What's your resolution? Do you make resolutions? Do you write them down? Do you share them with someone else for some accountability? Email me. Text me. Let me know. Do you make resolutions? How many? Maybe we go into this together. Email me your resolutions, joey@joeyhudson.com. That's it for today's edition of Just the Truth. Thanks for joining me in the PhD Weight Loss Studios. To lose weight for the last time, visit myphdweightloss.com. If you haven't joined my mailing list yet, visit my website, joeyhudson.com. Click on the Connect with Joey button so that you can receive our emails and the most up-to-date news. Also, join me on my YouTube channel. Be sure and like, comment, and subscribe. Just search for Joey Hudson. As always, thanks for spending a few minutes of your day with me. Do me a favor and forward this episode to a few friends. Just click on the share button and send to your contacts. We need to build an army of conservatives to win our country back, and we can do that by continuing to share the truth with our friends and family. Keep those comments coming via the Firmin Ford text line, 864-477-JOEY. Email to joey@joeyhudson.com, and I love your messages on the MyPillow message line. Again, that's 864-477-JOEY, 864-477-5639. Be sure and take advantage of the MyPillow special, just $14.88 on the standard MyPillows when you use promo code Joey. Order online at mypillow.com or call 800-893-4053. We're back again tomorrow and hope you'll plan to join us. Until then, remember, God's got this. He's still in control.